History scheduled to be made during the 2022-2023 season. We'll let you know when LeBron is likely to pass Kareem to become the league's all-time leading scorer. Is the Golden Dynasty poised to add to its trophy case? We've got the details on how frequently you'll be able to see Steph and the Warriors on national TV. How much longer will Kevin Durant be in net? And how does his pending status impact the Brooklyn schedule? Ja's status has certainly been lifted and put the Grizz right in the national spotlight. But are they up for the challenge? We're getting you ready for the season ahead. NBA TV season release starts now. Can you feel it? 63 days until the 22-23 season tips off in Boston, where the defending East champs host Joel Embiid and the Sixers on TNT. 3D Dennis Scott, you ready?
I'm ready. Let's do this.
Should be a fun one with the retooled Sixers. The Celtics bringing everybody back, plus Malcolm Brogdon to bolster that bench.
Yeah, down the stretch, the point guard mine. Malcolm brings it for him now.
Following Philly-Boston, the opening night TNT doubleheader sees the champs 3D raise a banner and then welcome LeBron and the Lakers.
LeBron, how much do you have left in the tank? AD, can you stay healthy? There's enough supporting cast for LeBron.
Well, we will certainly see if the Lakers can make the postseason this year, as the Warriors might be better than they were last season. It'll be entertaining to watch the Warriors and Lakers on opening night on TNT. How about this? The NBA TV schedule tipping off on Saturday, October 22nd, with the Spurs traveling to Philly. Last season, the Sixers finished fourth in the East, winning 51 games. We'll see what James Harden looks like this year. 3D,
wow.
Our first doubleheader of the season. Then
watch your head.
Versus Luka. Memphis is in Dallas.
Yes, Memphis is must-see TV. Ja, do what you do. It's amazing. When healthy, make sure you watch your head, because Luka said, don't forget about me, 3D. Do you have enough around you, Luka? The front office put enough around you, because down the stretch, you have to play without the ball, in my opinion, because late game situation, step back, Luka is always there.
Dennis, our first center court game of the season is a big one. You'll be courtside in San Francisco as we see the champs against the Heat, who finished last season with the best record in the regular season in the East.
Have your track shoes ready, get your umbrellas ready, because it's going to be raining a lot of threes in that ball game. I cannot wait to get out to the Bay Area. Klay Thompson, a year removed from being back. Steph being healthy. Draymond, extension. Oh my goodness, Wiggins is still there. This is must-see TV for center court.
So that is opening week. How about the biggest day of the regular season? The 5-day Christmas Day slate. Yup, the Knicks are right back in there where they seemingly are every year. This time they'll welcome the 76ers to start off the coverage at noon on ESPN. Then it's Luka versus LeBron. How about the Bucks and the Celtics? Hopefully Milwaukee is healthy this year. We'll see if Chris Middleton's ready to go to start the season. Then at night on Christmas, it is a rematch of the second round of the Western Conference playoffs, when the Memphis Grizzlies thought they had enough but just fell short and were injured against the Warriors. The night ends on Christmas with the Denver Nuggets, hopefully with Jamal Murray and Michael Porter in the lineup, taking on the Phoenix Suns. Just over 2 months from the start of season 76, and the marathon of 1,230 games begins. Welcome to the NBA TV schedule release show. Massive news coming in as we reach the air tonight. In addition to the release of the schedule, we've got contractual news as we welcome in the Hall of Famer Reggie Miller, who will be back for another year calling games on TNT, and 3D Dennis Scott, who you'll see on TNT and right here throughout the season on NBA TV. I'm Jared Greenberg. Let's start with the massive news, Reggie. LeBron James We didn't know if he was going to leave the organization in limbo, potentially going into this season on just a one-year deal. But in fact, reports have come out that he has agreed to a 2-year contract extension worth $97 million, meaning he will have made in his career more than $500 million just on the court, the richest man in on-court earnings in NBA history.
Well, look, I live out here in Los Angeles, and there was a collective sigh of relief here because, again, you know, people want to talk about LeBron James and, you know, this entering his, 21st season. This guy still hasn't, right? And people out here in LA, they were holding their breath. And if you look at the numbers, when healthy, okay, let me say this, when healthy and ready to go, you could easily make a case that he was having an MVP year until the injury started to mount up. So a healthy LeBron, a healthy AD, a Russell Westbrook all in. And here's the big question. What kind of system is new head coach Darvin Ham going to run, right? So there's a lot of variables, questions, but they'll all be answered come opening night because we've got LeBron James, the greatest player in this generation, with these guys going against the champs and Stephen Curry and Golden State Warriors. Must-see TV. What a great opening night doubleheader we have.
And Reggie, what I want to add to that is for the future generation of young stars coming into our game, please take a page out of LeBron James' book, How to Take Care of Your Body, How to Run Your Career the Right Way. And yes, you want to win as many ball games, as many championships, as many MVPs. But for all the superstars we've been around, Reggie, can we think of another superstar that's done it the right way like LeBron? So if you're a Laker fan, yes, you're a sigh of relief. He signed that 2-year deal. The bigger pressure for me, Jared, and the people at home is, what is Rob Pelinka going to do now?
Right.
Yeah, Russell, can you stay healthy? Yeah, AD, stay healthy. But they still need some more pieces around them if we think they're going to beat the Warriors and all these better teams in the Western Conference.
Lakers certainly made some moves to bolster their bench and the supporting cast. They got a little younger, a little more athletic, but a big story hanging over the NBA this season, Reggie, is another record is about to go down. As we do the calculations, if LeBron James averages around 27 points per game, and if he plays in the first 50 games of the season, we have him projected to become the league's all-time leading scorer, passing Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in Boston, Reggie, on January 28th in the 50th game of the season.
Isn't it ironic that the basketball gods and the math you just set up, I can tell, what did you go to, Princeton, Harvard? Come on now, Jared. The numbers you just alluded to, if the basketball, if it comes to fruition that it would be Lakers, Boston with a chance for LeBron to pass, and 3D, I thought this record would never even come close to being touched because Kareem, one of my all-time favorite players. Obviously, I'm a little biased because he's a Bruin as well. I didn't think anyone would ever come even remotely close to this, but it shows you, and you spoke upon this, 3D, LeBron James spends well over $1 million on body maintenance a year. This is why he is approaching greatness. We already know he's there, but he is approaching a record that I thought would stand forever, and he is knocking on the door. So I'm excited about it. If the numbers hold true, Jared, what an atmosphere it will be in Boston for that to happen.
And that, to me, makes Darvin Ham's job even more exciting because he's been around superstars. He's won championships. He's been around Giannis. So it's now having that conversation with LeBron being open. LeBron, I know you're going to take care of your body. Let's have open dialogue to your question, Jared. What's the right system to make sure this team gets off to a great start? But I come full circle again. Rob Pelinka, your brain's trust. Make sure that bench is deep enough so it can come to fruition.
Well, the team that Reggie will be there for calling the big game opening night on TNT against the Warriors, you've got to think with the amount of depth that they have started to accumulate, getting guys like Wiseman back, Klay Thompson back healthier year two, are the Warriors going to be better in year 2 of this second half of the dynasty than they were last year. We'll talk more Warriors later in the show, but how about a former Warrior in Kevin Durant? 3D, we've heard all the gossip. Bottom line, KD is still a net. Clearly, the people who make the schedule did not feel like the Nets will either be contenders or he will remain a net, because we're not seeing as much of the Nets as we normally would see a Kevin Durant-led team on this national TV schedule.
I think the biggest one lately, Reggie, Jared, and our viewers, that Kevin Durant may retire if he doesn't get, come on, people. Let Kevin Durant, Joe Tsai, and Brooklyn, let them figure it out. And Reggie, I don't know about you, but from day one, I was saying, I don't care what people want. I'm not trading Kevin Durant. I believed in him after the Achilles injury. I gave him the first contract, and I gave him the second contract. So I'm telling Kevin Durant, if I'm Joe Tsai, I'm figuring it out. I'm not trading you anywhere. So in my opinion, Jared, that's why the schedule, people say, you know what? We're going to leave it just the way it is. We believe Kevin Durant's going to be a net.
Reggie, just 5.
I will say this.
Reggie, just 5
Grown
TNT
men.
appearances for Kevin Durant and the Nets scheduled right now.
But grown men have to get into a room and have some big boy conversation.
Yes.
Okay? So here's the thing. Kevin Durant, arguably one of the greatest players to ever lace them up. And 4 years left on a mega boatload of money deal in Brooklyn. You still have Kyrie. You've got the emergence possibly of Ben Simmons. Joe Harris will be back. If you get these 4 guys, right, you can make a case they're the best team in the Eastern Conference and a legitimate shot to win it all. But we've got to have some big boy conversations going on in Brooklyn. And it's hard for me to let a guy go who is one of 2, maybe 3 of the best players, and you've got 4 years left on a deal. Man, sometimes you just got to swallow pride.
Well, Reggie.
And get into a room, lock the door, and let's figure this out.
Well, apparently they tried to do that last week with Kevin Durant and Joe Tsai, the owner of the team. That didn't obviously go as well as each side would hope because neither side's budging. Real quick, Reggie, before we move on, will Kevin Durant opening night against New Orleans be wearing a Nets uniform?
Yes, because to me, the Nets hold all the cards. He has 4 years left on his deal. This isn't like a guy who's going to be a free agent at the end of this season. You have 4 years left. The Nets hold all the cards. KD has never been one of those guys to I'm just not going to play, because he is a true baller down to his roots. He'll be there. Will he be happy? Maybe not. But I think he'll be there laced up and ready to go for the Nets.
All right, well, the Nets and Reggie Miller saying that Brooklyn is going to welcome back Kawhi. How about welcoming back these guys who missed all of last season? How about this? Kawhi hasn't played since nearly more than a year ago, right? And that was because of the messed up schedule.
Yep.
Zion Williamson didn't play a game last year. Ben Simmons didn't play a game last year. Jamal Murray missed all of last season due to an ACL injury. So let's start with you, Reggie, here on Kawhi. Do you expect to see Kawhi being one of the top 5 players in the league once again? And if he is, what does that mean for Clipper Nation?
I think, again, I'm from here. I live out here in Los Angeles. And, of course, the Lakers, it's always, about LeBron. But Kawhi and Paul George, when healthy, this is a team, especially with Coach Lue and the system they ran, you could make a case that they were arguably one of the, especially when, Paul George missed 50 games a year ago. This is a team, when you get 2 superstars back, it is going to be a scary, scary team, especially at the defensive end. So to answer your question about Kawhi, yes. Top 5, I think it's going to take some time. Certainly a top 10, because he can do it at both ends of the floor.
Reggie Miller, the Hall of Famer. Can't wait to hear you and Kevin Harlan, and Brian Anderson and Ian Eagle, and all of our guys, Stan Van Gundy, back on the mic calling season 76, which Reggie has been a part of each and every one of those. Reggie, it's been a pleasure. Get back on the bike and put your helmet on.
Thank you, and I will. I appreciate it.
Much more to do on our schedule release special. Ja and company burst onto the scene last year. What does it mean for their schedule this season? We'll show you who's making the most national TV appearances. All right, 3D, you said Kevin Durant you expect to be back playing for the Nets, but will Ben Simmons be playing for the Nets when they are in Philly for the first time, November 22nd?
I'm going to say yes. I think coming back from the back, the video's out now. He's running up and down the court.
Oh, we've seen plenty of off-season videos of him, haven't we?
Hopefully this time it's transition.
Rudy Gobert, after that Mack truck backed up to Utah to get him to Minnesota.
Rudy, come to Shooter's Paradise. We have a low post move. I guarantee it will work, and they will get off your back.
Hey, how about the Memphis Grizzlies? They are thrust into the national TV schedule a whole bunch this year. 3D, they're going to play the Knicks on their season opener. Hey, they're part of our opening night weekend on NBA TV, Christmas Day against the Warriors. And, of course, that's receiving a whole bunch of hype, right? You saw on Twitter the other day, you saw it with the Draymond Green. Here's
John
Morant.
Juicy,
We got what we wanted, Dre. And then Dre said, yeah, you know what? Take that beating and then come over. I'll serve you some ham and turkey.
Some ham and turkey, a little mashed potatoes, a little gravy.
All right, 3D. John Morant saw the full schedule just moments ago, and this is what he tweeted. Oh, we got some TV games this season, huh? Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
In fact, here's the thing about the Grizzlies, right? They made it to the second round of the playoffs. Great first-round series beating Minnesota. It's one thing in the NBA to go from mediocre to good. It's another thing to go from good to great. Can they sustain and be better this upcoming season?
John Morant, are you ready to be, as we say, that guy? Or y'all kids say, you're him. You're him today, right? Well, Draymond Green and Steph Curry and JT, they've shown they can be him. What does that mean? What I mean by Jared? You got to manage your growth now. Yep. Everywhere you go, the bullseye's on your back. Everywhere you go, the spotlight's on you. That's on and off the court. That's why we love Steph Curry so much. You're able to manage stardom on and off the court and continue to be a great leader to take your team now to the conference final and possibly finals. That's what you're ready for. Last but not least, I think we all agree you got to stay healthy. We saw when you got hurt down the stretch, Ja, your team wasn't the same. Yep. Same thing with Jaren Jackson Jr. You got to stay healthy, too. You two got to stay healthy. Supporting cats continue to grow like you showed us last year. I believe in Taylor Jenkins.
How is it possible to not even play an NBA game in your career and develop a rivalry? Well, we want to see Paolo versus DeJounte, but we also want to see the number 1 pick versus the number 2 pick. Paolo Banchero against Chet Holmgren. We'll tell you when the big rookies will line up head-to-head. All right, let's take a look at some schedule notes for 22-23. The NBA is going to take certain days off this year, and one very important day, November 8th, Election Day, midterm elections. They want everybody in the NBA, not only players, coaches, staff members, people who work in arenas, and arenas themselves, to have the opportunity to be polling locations. Get out and vote on November 8th. The week of January 23rd, dubbed Rivalry Week. New experiment this year by the NBA features games like Celtics versus Heat, Lakers Clippers, and Embiid versus Jokic. That should be outstanding. Some other schedule notes. We've got the All-Star Weekend back in Salt Lake City this year. Yeah. Going out west. And the final day of the season, all 30 teams will play on April 9th, and the times of those games will be announced at a later date. 3D. Reduced number of back-to-backs, only 13.3 for each team this year.
Real simple, guys. Take care of your bodies, and guys on the bench, you may have more opportunities because the back-to-backs are there for you.
One of the things to note here, too, reduced average miles traveled, if you're into that sort of thing.
Yeah, it means
that has been reduced for each NBA team significantly this year.
Good job, NBA, figuring that schedule out.
Don't be tired. Go out and play the game.
That's right.
International basketball will happen in the regular season.
My favorite.
And Heat will take on each other in Mexico on December 17th.
I like it. I played in that game, Jerry, back in the day. A lot of fun. Don't drink the water, though. Make sure you drink clean water to get over there.
They have plenty of filtered good water for this game, I promise you that.
Yes, indeed.
The NBA going to Paris. It is the Bulls against the Pistons. How about those young Pistons this year?
Hey, young Pistons. We're coming at them. It's going to be the same thing with the Bulls. Think about what the Bulls did make it to the playoff without a guy like Alonzo Ball. So imagine when they're really healthy all season long like Michael Williams.
1 versus 2. Paolo Banchero. He's going to take on the Oklahoma City Thunder twice, November 1st and January 4th. The question is, how about him when he takes on the Hawks and DeJounte Murray?
Oh, that's going to be a little Seattle battle going on right there. But no, I think Paolo's going to do great. I think Chet's going to do great. 2 young men coming in, playing the game the right way. Very exciting skill set. The question that we always talk about, Jared, is what we saw in college for that 1 year, was it a fluke? Is it ready to translate right away? I think both guys will translate right away.
Who gets bragging rights for having the most games on national TV this upcoming season? Is it the king? We'll tell you next on NBA TV. How about NBA TV's star-studded early season game starting on October 22nd, the first Saturday of the week of the season? We've got the Grizzlies and Mavs, Luka versus Ja. Then we got the Suns and Clippers. Hope to see Kawhi and Paul George against Chris Paul and Devin Booker. And that center court game where we'll be courtside with the Heat and Warriors at 10 o'clock Eastern, 7 Pacific on October 22nd. That's on NBA TV game. All right, this is something people love to talk about on Twitter. Who's getting the most games on national TV this year?
Warriors!
The defending champs, followed by the Lakers, Celtics, Sixers, and Suns. Ooh, no Milwaukee Bucks
Yeah,
on that top five.
I'm shocked I see that.
Interesting. All right, so how about the Warriors? With the core they're bringing back, and the only unknown is Andre Iguodala.
Right.
Is it possible that Golden State could be better this upcoming season than they were last year?
I think they will be better. And it starts with Klay Thompson first because now he's a year removed, super confident, legs and body feeling great with himself. Wiggins had a phenomenal year.
Yep.
Now all the pressure's off him, and can he do it, can he not do it? Oh, I forgot about the other guy wearing number 30. Like, finally, the MVP, all these so-called nitpickers. So you're asking the champs to come back with free mind, free spirit, play the right basketball. Last but not least, is Draymond worth the max extension? Oh, come on, people.
Right.
That's why
How
the
about
Warriors on TV so much.
Wiseman, Kuminga, Moody.
Come on.
Which League Pass team are you most looking forward to seeing?
I'm a huge CJ Coleman fan, but let's face it, the big Xynos is back.
Yeah.
He's back healthy, and there's some rims about to be broken. Come on, baby. It's got to be the Pelicans. Along with Ingram and those guys, got CJ, must see TV.
Well, we've got 107 games on NBA TV throughout the season. We're only 63 days away. Get ready. Tip it up.